様があの時母を殺した。貴様をここで終わらせる。貴様の野望もこれで終わりじゃ。戦いとは最後にどちらが立っているか。それだけのこと。決着をつけるとするか。
Or whatever you want to call it, of Tekken School with your boy, Brian. I don't care what you call me. As long as you... And if you haven't watched any of the Tekken schools yet, you know, go watch them if you want to learn about Tekken. If you already know how to play Tekken, they're not going to help you much, but I'm just going over basics, as I said before. But if you haven't watched them and you want to learn Tekken, hopefully I can offer some help. We've gone over rage and walls and basics. And today we're going to go over floor breaks, balcony breaks, and risk versus reward, which is a nice catch-all term to describe a lot of things. I'll just sit here and mess around for a little bit. I've been off my game today. There we go. Stream's probably gonna go dark. Just for a second at least. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. There we go. I need to land that more often. My Brian still needs work. I'll never be as good as Naps. But anyway, restart position, default, game mission stored. Again, we're going over floor and balcony breaks today. And floor and balcony breaks. If you're watching this in post, you'll notice I'm talking to myself. That's because how else are you going to learn if I don't talk? Floor and balcony breaks are another way to extend your combo beyond just tailspins and corkscrews. Or, well, just corkscrews, really. Like, if I were to do... You know, let's just do a basic combo. And if I did this, that's where that combo ends. I can't do anything more with that, right? You know, when I put an ender on that, it's over. It's done. Doesn't matter what ender I choose, that ender is it. There's no way to extend that combo any further, because they've been corkscrewed. You know, you can't corkscrew them again. Corkscrew is a one-time deal. It's a one-time deal. You can't double corkscrew, as overpowered as that would be. But there is something you can do. A floor break. For example, on this stage, you've got I think like 6 floor breaks on this stage alone. And what a floor break is when your enemy is either grounded or in a corkscrew state. And then you hit them with a move like Brian's elbow. Either elbow. Back one or down two, it doesn't really matter. Let's do that again. It's going to take forever to reset every time because it's got to restore the floor. Now, basically, you've got your normal combo. You put an ender on it, it's done. Doesn't matter what ender. They've been corkscrewed, the combo can't go any further. Unless you get a floor break, which gives you a bounce, and if your combo wasn't that long, can give you another corkscrew as long as it doesn't build too much distance. And you could get a floor break through multiple means. Really anything the ground hits with a downward force, like that doesn't work because it pops them up into the air. Like a ground hit that sends an enemy airborne isn't going to work. You'll need something like stomps. You'll need like Kaz's stomp, his Oni stomp, King's Atlas hammer, I think, if it ground hits, maybe. King's moonsault. A lot of King's throws will ground break or floor break. But on top of, being able to floor break off a corkscrew, you can also floor break with certain throws without even having the corkscrew, and that can catch somebody off guard. Somebody runs into you and you grab them and you hit them with a throw and you get a floor break off of it. You just got a combo because they were being too aggressive. You just got a floor break combo, and floor break combos are big damage if done properly. Like, for example, I'm not a huge fan of this stage. It's a little too small for me. We're gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. That was wrong. Excuse me. We're gonna do it right this time. Let's do it right. Gonna do this. Did it wrong again. Whatever. We're gonna do this. That. Never mind. Okay. I'm gonna try and get a double corkscrew off a floor break is what I'm gonna do. And it's gonna take me a minute. The only way to get a double corkscrew is through floor break. Because once you break the floor, it counts as a half reset. Your distance will be the same, and your combo, every hit will still do less damage based on the floor break. Like, if I've landed enough hits to do 40%, it's still going to drop. It's not going to raise my damage back up to 100% per hit. But it will reset a corkscrew, and you will be able to get another corkscrew, and at least I'm like 98% sure you can get another corkscrew if you're good enough. Like, let's go for a basic floor break here. And then we'll get a corkscrew. Just go for a basic floor break, we'll get a corkscrew, and we'll see if we can double corkscrew. Like I said earlier, in earlier Tekken school, I'm not the best teacher. If you really want to learn Tekken, watch Avoiding the Puddle. He'll teach you a lot more than I can. He's a way better teacher than I am. And he'll teach you a lot more than I can. And, I mean, honestly, if you enjoy Tekken, go check him out anyway. I host him on Twitch whenever he streams for, 0 viewers every time. Go check his YouTube channel out, Avoiding the Puddle. Eris is really good. He's a really good teacher. He's where I learned a little bit about Tekken. Oh, it didn't even floor break. You might not be able to get a double floor break in one combo, actually, now that I think about it. But basically, you've got a lot of options when it comes to getting a floor break and acting on the floor break. Like, we're going to turn Rage on. Play Rage on. And we're just going to land the floor break combo. And then we can do that. You know, we can just immediately end it with a Rage drive. For, you know, solid damage. Nothing too special, but it's solid. And it resets for a ground combo, which is nice. As a matter of fact, I want to test something real quick. Just bear with me here for a second. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want to, that's not what I wanted either. Okay, that doesn't work. Alright, never mind. That's what I wanted to test. Now, again, a floor break gives you a lot of options. It gives you a lot of leeway. It can be really disorienting to the enemy. It can be really disorienting to you. Because it just puts you in a juggle state and there's nothing you can do. It can extend the juggle. A lot of death combos, which can only be done in practice. Unless you're Pongo. Utilize floor breaks. That doesn't floor break, really? I guess because it's the special down state, but you've got a lot of options, a lot of offensive options for and from a floor break. You know, you've got something like that, just basic 2 or 3 hits, nothing special, just enough damage to, you know, make a difference. Or you can go really fancy. Master Raven, I think. Congo Jack's Master Raven. If you watch Eris fight Congo Jack, he can do some really neat floor break stuff with his Master Raven. And Master Raven's a crazy character anyway. Very technical. Would not recommend Master Raven if you're a first-time player to Tekken. She's pretty tough to learn. I really don't even know how to play Master Raven. Then again, the only character I really know how to play is Brian. So, and I kinda know Kaz. You know, there's a solid 7-hit combo for 57 damage. Not to mention, you know, on a stage like this, you've got the walls. A floor break can lead into a wall combo if you're close enough to the wall. It can lead into side wall combo. Like, let's just try something here. Alright, we didn't get him to the wall. That's not gonna wall hit. See, now we've got him on the wall. And there's a wall combo off a floor break. If you're close enough to the wall, once you get them through the floor, it'll be a juggle, but they'll hit the wall. So you can get a wall combo. Be careful about that, because that can mess up a lot of juggles. I drop a lot of juggles because of wall combos. I'm not the best with walls. I really am not. I need to get better with walls. Because Brian's actually really good with wall combos. But, you know, just, spatial awareness is very important in Tekken. You know, keep in mind where you are, what you can do, whether you can or can't break the floor. Try and learn what your floor break moves are. You know, with King, I know a couple of his throws do floor break. I think Tijuana Twister will do a floor break. With Brian, you've got just the 2-3 throw is a floor break. Hey DCUO, welcome to stream. My online rank right now, my highest is Initiate with Bob, which I hate. I wish it was with Brian. My Brian's second Dan, but my Bob is Initiate. But you know, like I was saying, remember, know where you are. Know when there are walls nearby. That way you don't accidentally drop your combo because of a wall. You know where you are when you get a floor break. Know if you're too close to the wall to continue the combo and just switch over to a wall combo that you know, like hold down forward 111 with Brian is an alright wall combo. Um, and you know, just be aware of where everything is. You know, get a feel for the stage you're on. In online, you're not going to have the time to get a feel for a stage. So, I mean, practice in every stage, honestly. Like, I spend most of my time in practice in Infinite Azure because it's the easiest place to practice in. But I'd really recommend practicing in every stage at least once. Just so you can learn everything. You can learn floor breaks and balcony breaks. You know, this is probably the best stage for balcony break or floor breaks because there's like 6 floors. And I'll show that off here, how far you can go down. And then we'll show off balcony breaks after that. But, you know, you've got your first floor break into a corkscrew. You've got your second floor break. Third floor break. There's 3 floors on this stage. And once you get down to this last floor, you've got a lot more room to work on. In this stage especially. You know, keep in mind how many floors you have to break through. 3 on this one. 2 technically. Try and learn what the last floor is. You know, try and remember that the last floor is a lot bigger. So you're way less likely to depending on where you are when you break the second floor, you're way less likely to get a wall on the third floor because it's a lot bigger. It's not like that for every stage. I think just this stage has the bigger third floor. This may actually be the only stage with floor breaks in this game. I haven't really looked around. But you know, try and keep in mind where your walls are, where you're gonna be once you get through the floor. Try to memorize what good wall combos you have. That way you can do them if you accidentally floor break into a wall. That way you don't drop a combo and, you know, get punished. But I think that's about enough about floor breaks. You got the basic idea. It's just an extra juggle. It's the only way to extend a combo off a corkscrew because you can't double corkscrew. So, you know, just keep that in mind. I'm going to try something here real quick once it reloads. Let me just try this. Yeah, see, it builds a lot of distance too. Floor breaks, I think floor break will put like double the distance on your actual juggle. So it's even harder to continue. Which kind of sucks, but it's understandable because, you know, you could just floor break and get a super high death combo if you wanted, but let's go into balcony breaks. Oh, and while we're here, let's talk about these symbols down here. The blue symbol indicates an infinite stage. No walls, no floors, just infinite is your infinite stage. The red symbol indicates walls. You know, yellow symbol indicates floor breaks. Green symbol indicates balcony breaks. Or green symbol indicates wall breaks. Yellow symbol or orangish symbol indicates a balcony break. You've got a wall and a balcony break on this stage. You've got a balcony break on this one with walls. Devil's Pit is a special stage because you start out on the second floor, which is walls. 5 walls, 6 walls, 8 walls, whatever. But once you hit the final round of a match on Devil's Pit, the stage becomes infinite. Keep that in mind if you ever get a fight on Devil's Pit. The stage will become infinite. But that's all the symbols really need to cover, so let's head on to let's head on over to jungle, where we can do walls and balconies. Now on jungle outpost, you have a wall break and a balcony break. Gag, welcome to chat. You've got a wall break and a balcony break. And those are two very different things. Now we're gonna go ahead and turn this way and get him facing me. Now see, we can get a basic wall, or if you do a move like that, forward momentum on it, you'll get a balcony break. I need to turn that off, but Brian's knees doesn't do it, you know? Through, or a move that has a lot of forward momentum like Brian's Mach Punch, generally it will give you a balcony break. Like, let's push him up against the wall here. So say we just use those two, the 4-4. That's not a balcony break, that's just a wall combo. But you use something like Snake Pit, you've got a wall break, you've got a balcony break. Because it sends them forward. Any move that will send an enemy forward, that, Mach Punch, Snake Pit, what else? You know, basically just anything that'll send them forward will give you a balcony break. And you can carry all the way over to the balcony the same way you would do with a wall. And that's an extended combo. That was a 9-hit combo thanks to balcony break. Now a balcony break will build about the same amount of distance as a floor break though, so be really careful with that. You won't be able to get a combo as much as you want. Yeah, Gag, what do you need? You know, keep in mind where your balconies are. Only like 2 stages have balcony breaks. I think it's this one and whichever stage has Duomo de Sirio as the song. But Gag, go ahead and ask your question. Basically, treat a balcony break like you would a floor break, as an extension to a combo. Oh, and also that sidewall won't give you a balcony break. It's only if you hit them right from the front, like that. A sidewall hit won't give you a balcony break. No, Gag, sharing your food with a character won't make them play better for you. The only thing that'll make a character better for you is if you put in the time and effort to be better. And eventually, one day, I'll let you put in the time and effort with Josie. I'll teach you how to play Josie. Well, I'll show you Eris's video on how to play Josie, because I don't know how to play Josie. I just know how to play Brian. And I can kind of play King. But, now that we've gone over the balcony, let's go over the wall. And we're gonna head and... Default. Accidentally got a sidestep there. Now a wall break is special. Because a wall break is like a balcony break. Or a floor break. Oh, I do have to set it back to normal. Okay. A wall break is like a balcony break. Except that... No, I'll get down there and we'll go over it better. And you can't double corkscrew. Okay, so let's get him over to this wall. Now, you see, we've got this wall here. And we get our basic wall combos, right? Nothing special, just a wall. But you can get a wall break. Okay, then next time we hang out, I'll let you play Josie. I'll show you Eris's video and I'll let you play Josie then. Let's get this balcony break. Yep. Let's get him up against this wall. We got him pushed up against the wall. Basic wall splat stuff. Now, the defining factor in a wall break compared to a floor break or a balcony break, especially a balcony break, is that, like I showed you earlier, a balcony break can't be initiated from a sidewall. You can't be next to them and hit a balcony break. But a wall break can be initiated as long as you're in front of that wall. If you hit them sidewall with a mock punch or something like that, you're good. It'll still get the wall break, you'll still get the extended combo. Let's get him over here. You've got this wall splat, you've got him up against the wall. Give him that momentum. And basically, with certain moves, you have attacks that leave them stunned for a second. Like that will put them in that state. Or this puts them in that state. Which will immediately go into a juggle. You know, if you put an enemy in that state, any attack will immediately put them into a juggle. As long as you're in the right position. That's immediate juggle territory. Like, let's get our balcony break. And basically memorize what this looks like. That stun state. Memorize what that looks like. Because that stun state is very important. Now, let's get him off this wall. Now, if you get a wall break, it puts them into that same stun state. Which means that any attack off that wall break, you guessed it, will become a juggle. And if you can manage to get a 50-50, a good mix-up, and get under them, down here, on this level especially, you can land a balcony into wall break combo, which is a whole lot of damage. You know, that's a hardcore death combo if you can get a balcony into wall break off a juggle. I don't think I can do it, but it's really cool if you can, and it's really gonna hurt somebody. Let's get him down here. We're gonna take him over to the wall. I'll show you one more time before we go into risk versus reward maneuvers. And there you go. It's a 9-hit combo for 67 damage because I got the wall break. Like a floor break, a wall break will save your combo degradation. You will still do less damage with each hit, but a wall break automatically resets your distance because it starts a whole new juggle. Like with the floor break, if I go into it from a juggle, I get a whole lot of distance and I can't continue. But if I get the wall break, or if you get the wall break, for example, if you get the wall break, I'm going back over myself a lot here. Sidestep. If you were to say, get the wall break off a long combo, like, we're gonna go default. If you were to get the wall break off a long combo, like we'll do the basic combo, it completely, it gives you about 2 more hits of reset juggle. You'll still have distance built on there, but it won't be as much as if it were a floor or a balcony break. You know, it's not going to kill your combo to get a wall break like a balcony break would. Like we're going to do this right here. We're going to go for the balcony like we have been. Yeah, there's the balcony. And then we're going to go all the way over here. And we're going to get the wall. And see, that completely resets my combo. It still counts the corkscrew, because that's what put him through the wall. But it reset my distance, and it kept my damage fairly high. Which is nice. It's really nice. Catch a lot of people off guard, and it can do a lot of damage. So let's head on to Infinite Azure, and we'll talk about risk versus reward for different moves and, you know, actions and everything. Brian is a very he's a risk-averse character. A lot of the stuff Brian does doesn't put you at too much of a risk. You know, he's got a few things that really do put you in the open. Jet upper leaves you open for a long time. You know, if you whiff jet upper, or if jet upper gets blocked, not stand in approach, stand in guard. If jet upper gets blocked, you know, you're in the open for a while, and that's easy to punish. That gives you that gives them a lot of time to punish you. That's a high risk move. It's a high reward move if you can land it and get a combo off of it. It's a very high reward move. That's why you'll see a lot of Brian players not actually go for jet upper unless they land taunt. Because Brian's taunt, which is 1, 2, 3 at the same time, and I can never do it because it's really hard to do on a pad. Let me make sure it's 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, it's 1, 2, and 4 actually. You've got the taunt, which, let me see if I can connect it. That's an unblockable. We're gonna turn Rage off too. Brian's taunt, unlike most other characters, is completely unblockable. I meant to set standing guard, guard all. You see he's blocking my moves? He's blocking all my hits. Taunt breaks his guard. And it hit confirms. So if you can land a frame perfect input, you know, right after you hit that taunt, you'll see a lot of high level Brian players. Mr. Naps is really good. If you want to see really good Brian, watch Naps. He'll go taunt into everything. He can taunt into anything. He'll taunt into jet upper, into mock punch, into mock kick. Taunt into jet upper is probably the most legendary Brian maneuver, because jet upper is really hard to land unless you taunt into it. There's like, I think, less than 2 frames off the very end of taunt where they're still hit confirmed and you can land a move. And if you're frame perfect with your cancel, you can go straight into mock uppercut or jet upper and land a really good combo. Like, we're just gonna set him to stand and just stand, no guard. And see, there you go. Now that's completely unblockable. If you hit confirm properly and you manage to do it right, then you know you've got a free jet upper that's uncounterable, unblockable, unpunishable. That eliminates a lot of the risk of jet upper. Setting back to guard all, we're going to keep working on that. Not standing approach, standing guard. That's a hit confirmed snake edge. See, normally, I need to set it both to guard all. Normally he's going to guard my snake edge. But if you can time it just right off the... And snake edge is really easy to punish too. But if you can time it off the taunt properly, which I can't because I can barely do taunt in the first place, you've got a completely unpunishable, completely unstoppable snake edge. Or jet upper, or mock kick, or mock punch, you know, whatever you want. And that's especially good if they decide to block. You break their guard with taunt, and they try to hit a button. You know, because you just taunted them, they're going to be upset. They try to hit a button, you've got a counter hit. If you want to play Brian, learn how to taunt. Learn how to frame cancel taunt. And, you know, just taunt a lot. Naps, if you watch Mr. Naps, he taunts all the time. If somebody runs into your taunt, you know, that's a free unblockable. It doesn't do any kind of damage. It does 0 damage, but it hit confirms. Now let's get back into it. Let's get back into guard all. If you've got an especially guarding opponent, an opponent that guards a lot, you've got certain moves that you don't want to do. Back one, snake edge, orbital heal isn't too bad. You know, snake edge, back one, jet upper, forward 1-2, wave dash 1-2 isn't too bad. Wave dash knees isn't too bad. But you know, with Brian and with a few other characters, you've got a set of moves that are pretty risky, that you don't want to do if somebody's blocking a lot. That'll put you at a disadvantage, you can get punished pretty easily, and it's going to mess you up. Learn what's risky and what's not. You know, Snake Edge is always risky, with anybody. Especially with Lily. Like, we'll go ahead and go to Lily real quick so I can show you. Don't ever use her Snake Edge if you know they're gonna block it, because it's gonna hurt. Her Snake Edge is very high risk. Lily as a character is very high risk.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
We'll go ahead and go over here and pick Lily. We'll head back to Infinite Azure. And Lily is probably one of the best characters to talk about high risk play with, because she's really, really risky. A lot of her stuff is really risky. That's why you don't see her in very many high tournaments. Because, you know, once you've gone a set and they learn what you're doing, you're going to get punished. Punished hard. Let me see if I can remember her Snake Edge. Yeah, see, it comes out real slow, and it leaves you at a real disadvantage. Matterhorn will leave you at a disadvantage. How you do Matterhorn? Yeah, that's a disadvantage. They blocked it. Now I'm technically in the air. Piercing Rose. That. Everything Lily does is going to leave you at a real bad disadvantage. Lily's a very risky character to try and play. Unless you know exactly how to punish a block, you're going to get hurt a lot. I wouldn't say Lily's a high level character to play since she's got so many hop kicks and launchers. And she's sort of a button character, but she's tough. You know, you're not gonna get to any, you know, top 10 tournaments with her, because people are gonna learn, they're gonna know what you're doing, and you're gonna get punished. Just be careful. Don't be too aggressive. Never be overly aggressive in Tekken. You know, some people will play and they'll just hit buttons all day. And that's, you know, that's counter hit fodder. You're going to get counter hit, you're going to get hurt, and you're going to lose. Patience is the key to Tekken. You know, learning. You got to learn how the other person plays. Don't ever think that you're just way better than the other person. Because odds are the other person's just as good as you are. You really want to take your time and learn. You don't want to go in just guns blocked and you'll get punished. Especially if you're playing against somebody who knows what they're doing. Somebody that's got good blocks. Somebody that knows what moves look like. A really good idea in Tekken is to learn what moves look like and learn what punishes them. We'll go over punishment in the advanced combo video. But basically, don't ever get overly aggressive. Don't ever get overly confident. Don't think you're better than the other person because you know a couple combos. You know, don't spam the same moves. Really do not spam moves. because that's an easy way to get punished hard. If you only use the same 3 moves, you're gonna get punished. They're gonna learn what you're doing, they're gonna see what you're doing, and they're gonna learn real quick how to punish it. You want to keep your offense mixed up. Like I don't. And you just want to take the time to learn what punishes what'll go under what'll dodge what's faster, what's risky. And you want to stay away from risky moves unless you know you can land them, like Matterhorn or a Snake Edge or a Jet Upper or a Fisherman's Hook. I didn't even talk about Fisherman's Hook with Brian. Don't ever try to do that unless they're running right at you and you're already in crouch. Anyway, I think that's it for today's session of Tekken School. Thanks everybody that tuned in. Thanks everyone that will tune in. Remember to like the content. Leave a like on the video. It means a lot. Subscribe if you enjoy the content. Hit that little bell button so you'll get notified. Follow the Twitter, Twitch, and the Twitter. Why not? Anyway, thanks again. And catch me here every night.